What is good, YouTube? It's Cookies and Cream. We back at it.
Cookies, give me one more chance.
So after a very successful UFC Fight Night at Atlanta, I went 10-2. Only ones I got wrong were Umar Sy and Kamaru Usman, who my boy Cookies did end up picking. Cookies, how'd you do this weekend?
I did fabulous, Cream. I did absolutely fabulous. I saw the potential from Kamaru to bully himself.
Don't get bullied.
And
son.
I knew he was just going to bully his opponent around the entire match. My Nigerian brother.
Yeah, that's actually exactly what happened. Usman was 100% a bully, but I was impressed with Buckley.
Yeah, playing of the apes. I fuck with him.
Yeah, especially in the 5th round.
Yep.
You know, I think he's got a bright future ahead
Yeah,
of him. But,
he definitely does.
Speaking of the Usman, let's jump right into it.
First, we got Hamdi Abdelwahab, little terrorist thing, with Mohammed Usman.
So yeah, obviously the brother of Kamaru Usman, Mo Usman. He's looking like a plus 140 underdog, and you know, Hamdi looks terrible.
So I'm
looks terrible.
I'm definitely going to go with Muhammad because I feel like I did just see Hamdi at the taco truck.
Okay.
On 4th Street.
Was he in the kitchen or was he the one taking the orders?
I'm pretty sure he was the one taking the orders.
Okay.
Because he asked me Apple Pay or like cash, and I was like Apple Pay.
Yeah, duh. Like,
Yeah.
Who the fuck has cash?
Yeah.
Come on.
He's from Egypt, bro. Chilling. We don't got that shit. You know what I mean?
For real. You know, those American dollars are worth a lot.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go Muhammad on this one.
Hamdi is 6-0, right?
He is.
So here's the thing, like Mo Usman definitely, he's not a good heavyweight, but like he's got UFC heavyweight experience, and really I don't think there's much more to break down here other than I'm going with the guy that's more experienced in the UFC. I would not be shocked though if Hamdi won.
I wouldn't either, but I just like Muhammad more. Looking at the stats.
Yeah, no, and he also
seven inch reach.
Yeah, he also looks scary as fuck.
He does. He does look.
I'm not gonna lie, he can take whatever he wants.
Yeah.
From me. And I fuck with that.
I got Muhammad on this one. Next we got
another
another
versus Azat Maxim.
a double terrorism thing. Tagir Uzlabekov, Azat Maxim. Oh, yeah. I'm going with Tagir.
Yeah, I am.
So Tagir looks like he got bullied, beat as a kid, punched in the face.
Yeah.
Father left at around 2.5.
Well, he is Khabib's cousin.
Oh, I can tell.
Yeah.
No, I definitely can
you know,
tell.
so they probably do have the same father, you know, something
a little bit they both praise Allah.
Yeah, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if his sister is really his mother.
Both don't shower.
You know what I'm saying? But it's one of those.
I got you.
But we in Azerbaijan this weekend, they had to throw some like Eurasian people on there. And Tagir is a minus 550 favorite for a reason.
Yeah, I'm definitely going Tagir.
I'm also going with Tagir.
Azat just looks too nice.
Yeah, and I also think he's a little bit too inexperienced. I think he's too young. I think Tagir, this will be a 3-round decision that Tagir comfortably wins.
I agree. Next
up, we got the women. We got Irina Alekseeva versus Claudia Seguya.
So let's just say it. They're both ass.
Yeah.
They're both Lay's potato chips that you got from the vending machine.
Trash.
They both suck.
So here's my like little conundrum with this one. Claudia is definitely prettier, right?
Most definitely.
She's definitely prettier.
Most definitely.
But in this case, I'm also coupling that with the odds.
No, I'm going with Irina because she's hideous.
Irina
she has to win.
is hideous. Yeah, she looks like a dude.
She has to win.
She has the lesbian haircut.
Yeah, she does.
You know, the lesbian
She's
Eagles
strapped
fan,
up.
drives a Subaru.
Yup.
She also made it to the UFC while doing all those things. So
probably has some condoms in her purse just in case.
You know, the dildo needs to get whipped out, something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm definitely going with Irina on this one.
I love Claudia, though. She is pretty.
Yeah, hit me up. You know where to find me.
Ooh, we got some women again. We got a little Daria. I'll give you a chance on that.
Daria Zeleznikova versus Melissa Mullins.
Okay.
I don't know a bunch about Zeleznikova, but I do know Melissa Mullins, and really that's all that I have to go off of. I'm seeing that Daria is 2 inches taller.
Doesn't really make a difference.
You know, England's on a bit of an MMA wave right now. I think
Really?
the Russian wave is a bit dying. Not to say that Islam isn't fantastic. You know, we fuck with Islam Makhachev over here. He cool. But I'm going to ride the English wave. I don't think this is a Molly McCann regen. I think this is a solid prospect, 33, but I'm not expecting much. I'm expecting a typical women's 29-28.
Yep.
But I'm going to go with Melissa on this one.
I'm going to go with the same thing on that. Next, we got Ismail Nurdaev versus Jung Park.
So Jung Park, right? He's Korean, 5'10". He's a little bit of the favorite here. Ismail Nurdaev has had some good performances in the past. He's relatively young. He's got a good age advantage in this one, which I do like. You're fighting at middleweight.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with against the odds. I'm gonna go with Ismail. I'm not liking the way that Jung Park looks. He looks like a sumo wrestler turned MMA fighter.
So one thing we can say about this one, you know, the odds are fairly close. The model is giving Jung Park a 55% chance, which does mean Ismail is a good underdog.
Yeah.
However, I think I have to go with Jung Park just because he is able to damage his opponent in any form of MMA. You know, he's okay in submissions. He's okay on the feet.
Okay.
He's okay with the takedowns. But with that being said, he's a little bit better everywhere, in my opinion, than Ismail. So I'm going to have to disagree with you on that.
Okay. We can disagree on that one.
Yeah.
Next, we got
Oban Elliott versus
what in the fuck?
Sekiyon.
What am I even looking at?
Hold on. Pump the brakes. His last name is K.O. He's about to get KO'd. Give me Oban Elliott.
What does that mean, Cream?
He's about to get KO'd. He's in grayscale. Look at him in the fighter pictures.
I know.
He's literally in grayscale.
He has TJ Maxx shorts on with some MMA gloves that he got from
Walmart.
Goodwill, maybe.
And Oban Elliott is a solid fighter.
Yeah,
he's gonna KO this dude.
I'm fully going to Oban.
He's KOing. Come on, we're going Oban Elliott.
Yeah, we don't even need to talk
KO.
more. Yeah,
that's a lot.
We don't need to talk more.
That's a lot.
Next, we got Mohamed Naimov versus Bogdan Grad.
Oh, this is a good fight. This to me is one of the more entertaining fights that we have. This is the first fight on the main card. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, Bogdan Grad, he's a little bit of a brawler, I would say.
I can tell.
You know, he gets it done with the hands. Mohamed Naimov is definitely more technical, more experienced for sure. Another striker. But they both have the capabilities to wrestle.
I'm going with Mohamed just for the fact that he's from Tajikistan.
Okay, so this is kind of like a home court advantage for him a little bit.
Yeah, it's also like they also just like grow up and with like wolves as their fathers.
Right, and like no outlook on life.
No outlook, like they're gonna just be like peasants basically.
Yeah, you know, like you have to literally.
Yeah, so you have to just be like a disgusting
human.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, and literally get down and gritty.
Yeah.
And who the fuck wants to be an MMA fighter?
Yeah,
like,
and they just like they don't even want money. They just want cows and goats.
Yeah, so, for real. You could pay him and goats for sure, and wives probably too.
Yeah, most likely. Yeah.
So I was leaning Bogdan. You've swayed me with that. I'm going Naimov.
All right, bet. Next
up, we got Nazim Sadikov versus Nicholas Mota. So here's the thing with this one, right? Both these dudes are extremely tough.
It's a home fight, though.
Can we look at Nicholas Mota's build? You tell me he doesn't look like a Pillsbury Doughboy? I have never seen a Brazilian look like that. Have you ever seen a Brazilian with that build?
No, I have not. I've mostly seen Brazilians who look like Neymar.
I can't see.
Can you see him kicking a football around on the pitch anywhere?
No. You know what they would do to him? They'd stick him in goal. You a goalie, buddy.
Yeah.
You the goalie.
Yeah.
5'9", 155 pounds.
Wait. I just saw him at the rec league.
Yes.
At the park.
The pickup runs.
Yes, I just fucking saw him. I saw a goal to go top bins. I swear I did.
But, he was nice like that?
And he had a fat ass wife. Clap.
I could see it.
Nazim, you got it. You got it.
Clapped?
Yes.
So Nicholas Mota is definitely frustrated at home.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Which means he could be coming into the fight with
I didn't think about that.
Fire.
I didn't think about that.
However, fuck all that. Look at his build.
Nazim.
I'm going Nazim.
Next up, we got Miktikbek or Oral Bay.
Oral.
Against Tofik Mayasev.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
It's basically, Genghis Khan versus Mad Terrorist.
Oh, okay. So are we going with the terrorist?
I might go. He has no stats for anything.
Yeah,
so
this is his debut.
I'm going Genghis.
Yeah, Genghis Khan definitely is an extremely tough fighter. I was extremely impressed by his last performance. At 27 years old, I do think he has a future.
He's 27?
Yeah,
he looks 30.
Catchweight bout, I guess at 160, because Tafik is, I guess, a late notice replacement.
Uh-huh.
You're going to get people online telling you, like, look out for Tafik Masai.
No. Maybe for bombs, but that's about it.
Hold up, bro. That's his home arena. He's not going to bomb it.
You know how they get.
But yeah, I'm definitely going with Orlai as well.
So am I. Next, we got, Curtis Blades versus Rizan Van Kunenev.
Go with Curtis.
I'm sorry, everyone. Cream's having a seizure.
But no. So that was my Curtis Blades impression, actually.
What does he have, Tourette's?
He got a little bit of a stutter, But
Autism?
Stutter.
Okay.
He's one of the few heavyweights that I've seen in the heavyweight division that can throw a competent 1-2, that can wrestle, that can defend takedowns, and has cardio. So let me tell you a story about this other dude, Kuniev. He's trash. He's trash. Like, simple as.
Oh, man.
He got popped for PEDs.
Let me ask the people.
But he's trash.
Did Cream have you on the edge of your seat, too? Because I already knew he was trash.
Yeah. I mean, that wasn't supposed to be, like, a lead-on story. Because you could just look at this dude's fights and be like, fuck is wrong with you? Like, Are you serious about your life? Like, are you seriously trying to pursue this? And Curtis Blades look at his reach.
Damn near scratching his knees.
That's what I'm saying. He can go into he can scratch behind his knees without bending his knees at all. He just got to lean to one side to put on his socks.
Yeah.
Just a slight low lean, and he can reach all the way down to his feet. But, yeah, honestly, if Curtis Blades doesn't win this, it's rigged. Because this guy is his debut, Kuniev. This is Kuniev's debut, and he's giving a top 5
They love giving these debut fights, bro. They are ass.
That's what I'm saying. And Dana White, if you get this message, come see me outside after Baku.
Literally, why do you have a debut fight
in the co-main event?
Yeah, what do you do?
And you know what else
Dana,
irks me about this card, Dana? You put 2 of the heaviest divisions as the main and co-main event, like. There's a possibility in both of these fights that they throw 5 punches around and nothing happens. Hey guys, I just found out some shocking news. I'm actually walking into the ESPN headquarters right now. Hold on. So why are you trying to sabotage Cookies and Cream MMA? What's going on? Oh, okay. We too popping. We getting too much motion. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay. Okay, guys. So, in all seriousness, ESPN is trying to screw us. They didn't have the Rafael Fiziev versus Ignacio Bahamondes co-main event on the app. Multi-billion-dollar company, by the way. But yeah, Fiziev is actually who this card is built around. I know he's not the main event, but he's from Azerbaijan. One of the only successful Azerbaijanians in the history of the entire world. But yeah, he's taking on Ignacio Bahamondes. Good striker, long, 6'3". But yeah, just to sort of butt in here, guys. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Thanks, ESPN. But yeah, unfortunately for Fiziev, obviously he's going to be going out there with some fire, with some desire to win in front of his family, his friends, and pretty much his whole nation, because, he's their only hope. But I think I'm going to go with Ignacio Bahamondes. I think his counter wrestling will be good enough to counter Fiziev's wrestling, and I think he'll be able to keep Fiziev at distance, pop him with teeps, pepper him with the jabs, straight punches down the middle. And I think he's just more advanced than Fiziev. I do like Rafael Fiziev. I like his call-outs. But ultimately, I don't think he's going to be making any call-outs this weekend. Only apology videos. But yeah, the model is giving Bahamondes a 70% chance to win And so I'm going to follow the model here, and I'm going to go with Ignacio Bahamondes by finish.
But sorry,
anyway,
Cream. I'm just looking at the next fight,
which we can introduce.
Jamahal versus Khalil Rountree Jr. Based off looks, I don't want to say anything. I just want to go with Khalil Rountree Jr.
That's a fair assessment, and I do believe that most people would make that assumption. Jamahal Hill is the second hardest hitter in the light heavyweight division behind Pereira. His 1-2 punches are extremely effective. Khalil Rountree is a Muay Thai demon, but he's only ever beaten Anthony Smith, who I'm not going to lie, me and Cookies, if we teamed up, we could take him down. So that's not that impressive, to say the least. Khalil Rountree has nothing on his resume. He has a loss to Alex Pereira that people hype him up for. Jamahal Hill, 50-45 Glover Teixeira. He made Glover Teixeira look ass. He did. And I know a lot of people don't like Jamahal Hill because he promotes his fights, because he gets under people's skin. He tries to sell stuff, like he's a real bad guy in the sport. But me personally, I fuck with it. I'm going Jamahal Hill.
I'm going Khalil.
So what do you? His tats are tough, aren't they?
Yeah.
Obviously this fight is going to be completely stand up, and I think that I didn't realize Khalil Rountree was that old. But another thing I wanted to point out is they're both southpaws.
They are, which is going to be a little weird.
It will be a little weird, and it'll be interesting what the rear high kick looks like for both of them. Because I do think Jamahal Hill has a better high kick, but obviously Khalil's is faster. But when they're both in an open stance, I don't know if Khalil will be able to effectively utilize his leg kicks and his knee stomps that he likes to do, breaking people's ACLs and things of that nature. What are the odds looking like?
So for Jamahal, it's negative 105. For Khalil, it's 115, negative 115.
And that is replicated in our model, as we also are giving Jamahal Hill a 52% chance of victory and Khalil Rountree a 48%. So either way you go in this fight, there's value there. However, I'm going to go with the underdog in this one. I'm going to go with Jamahal Hill.
I'm going to go with Khalil.
All right. Well, that's been our UFC Fight Night Baku, Azerbaijan breakdown. We hope you guys enjoyed. We've been loving the support, loving the comments and everything that you guys have been throwing our way. And yeah, we hope to keep on making that money and keep on putting out that content for you guys.
Cookies, give me one more chance.